Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, we're gonna be talking about something that might be holding you back and then what we can do to get past that and get moving forward to what we really want. So let's get into it. So there's a phrase that is very popular among success trainers that goes like this. They say that if you want to take the island, you have to burn the boats. So I'll say that again. So if you want to take the island, you have to burn the boats. So what does that mean? What they mean by that is if you want what it is that you say that you want, then that would be the island. Then you have to cut off all other ways of going away from it, of exiting, of deciding not to. And we have to just go for it. We have to go for it and there needs to be no other way. And so since a lot of this can be a little bit complicated, I like to put it into pictures and I think that that can help us to understand it a little better. So let's take the island here. Let's say that this is the island. And let's say that the island is whatever it is that you really want. That's what it represents. So maybe the island for you is more money, or maybe it's romance related, or maybe happiness related or friendship related. It can be a lot of different things, right? But there's something that we want, or maybe a number of things that we want, and then we're there. Good drawing, right? So we're there, and then let's say that that's our boat. So the island represents what it is that we really want. Here's us, and then there's a boat, and the boat represents our exit strategy or something that's kind of keeping us safe. So for example, maybe it's a job, right? So let's say that really you want this type of job or career, but you're over here and maybe you're staying there because it's paying your bills, and obviously that's important, right? I'm not saying stop paying your bills, that would be bad advice. But there's something over here that is keeping you safe. And maybe you're not happy in the job, but it's enough that it's your boat. You can sail away, you can pay your bills, you're gonna be all right. Maybe once in a while you can go on a vacation. And so the boat is kind of our safety net and our comfort zone. But I think what we don't always realize is that there are some negative consequences to that boat that we don't always see. So for example, let's go like this. There's things going on below the water. So let's take that same example. Let's say that you're in this job that you're not 100% happy about. Yes, you do have a safety net, but there's a couple other things that are happening. One is that you're not going for what you really want, which is painful. But two is you're feeling the discouragement of knowing where you're not where you want to be. So I'm gonna write a couple lines under here. And let's let each of those lines represent something that you're not happy about with regard to this boat. So with the job, let's say that you're discouraged because you're not really going for what you want. Your self-esteem is taking a hit. Your confidence is taking a hit. Every day, everywhere that you carry yourself, you know in your heart when you look in the mirror that you're not going for what you want and you hate that. And so there's all of this extra weight that is actually weighing down your boat. And we think that that boat is a good thing, right? We think, okay, I can sail away. I'm going to be all right. You know, as long as I've got my boat, I'm going to be okay. And, you know, maybe I'll get to the island eventually, hopefully at some point. For one, that's probably unlikely for it to happen. But for two, this is weighing us down. It's weighing us down. And I think it can eventually rip the boat apart and we can sink. So instead, we think that this thing that is protecting us could really be weighing us down, but we're not seeing some of this dead weight that we're carrying. And this dead weight, even though we don't realize it on the surface, I think we see it in terms of kind of that feeling we get in our gut, maybe when you're at work or when you're in that romantic relationship that you're in or that friendship that's maybe toxic or whatever the case. There's something that you feel that kind of, that like tightness and that anxiety and that discontent and that almost kind of disappointment with yourself, knowing that you're not really doing the version of that thing that you actually want to be doing. And it doesn't really look clear on the surface because on the surface it looks like you have this boat and you're happy with that boat, so you're going to be okay. But I would really encourage you to think, what is it that's down here? And so I'll give you guys an example just in my own personal life that really is what prompted me to make this video. So when I first got into real estate 3 years ago, I have a real estate referral business right now. It's one of the things that I do. But when I first got into it, I wasn't good at it. I lost a bunch of money. I owe money on credit cards. I owe my parents money. And some of that money, actually a good amount, I still owe them. And so that amount let's say money here has been a little bit my boat or my safety net, because 2 months ago I left my job. I'm working on starting my company, Just Ether. I want to inspire others to reach their fullest potential, to go beyond to what they really want, getting into speaking. And so there's all these things that I'm trying to do, but I know that they will take time. And so I know that I need this money. So this money is kind of my boat, right? And I'm decently comfortable right now because I know I'm going to be all right, because I put together some savings and I'll be okay. But what I was realizing is that money that I owe to my parents, that's this boat over here, actually had some underlying currents that started to be very problematic. For example, people are asking me, oh, it must feel so good to be free and doing your own thing, but I didn't feel that free. I felt like I still kind of had like some chains on me and couldn't really do what I wanted or spend my money 100% what I want. Been feeling a little stressed the first 2 months away from being employed and becoming an entrepreneur and learning how to get into all these businesses and do these things I've never done before has been very stressful. And so it's nice to have that money there. And I've kind of probably been needing a vacation already, to be honest, even if it's something short, like 2 or 3 days. And so, but the problem is that I feel like I can't use any of that. So I feel like I'm kind of stuck. And so this money that's my boat that makes me feel like everything's gonna be okay is having some problems, because it's kind of making me feel way down and disappointed in myself and trapped, to the point that it's really problematic in my opinion. And so not only am I not getting here as fast as I want because I'm probably a little too comfortable, but I'm also not as comfortable as I think with this boat here, because it's causing me problems. And I'm looking in the mirror and I don't feel as free as I want. I don't feel like I'm living all out the way that I want, and I don't like that. And so thinking about this phrase of, if you want to take the island, you have to burn the boats, which I've heard from Tony Robbins. I think probably a lot of other people have said it as well. But it really helps me to understand, oh, maybe even though this makes me feel safe, even though this is my boat, maybe I have to get rid of that. And maybe even though that's scary, that's gonna wipe out these feelings underneath of feeling very trapped. And so one, it's gonna make me feel way more free and ready to kind of sprint. And two, it's gonna free up all of that weight and energy of feeling a little bit frustrated, a little trapped, and a little slowed down, to go for the island, which is what I really want, which is to build Just Ether, to be happy, to travel, to live my life to the fullest, and really to just rejoice in this life that we have, that we've been given, which is not guaranteed to us. So that was slowing me down. So what I would encourage you in this video, guys, as just kind of the takeaway message is, yes, where is it that you want to go? What is your island? It's very, very, very important. But I would equally or more so encourage you to think about, what is your boat? So what is that thing that you know is kind of your safe zone? Is it that relationship that at least you have somebody but you're not happy? Is it that friendship that at least you have someone to hang out with but you're not happy? Is it is it money related debt that makes you unhappy, or job that makes you unhappy? Or there could be a lot of different ways to look at it, and we probably all have versions of these things. But maybe pick one thing. Pick one thing where you feel like, you know what, this is my boat, it makes me safe, it kind of gives me something to go back to. But Justin, now that you're telling me this, it's also kind of weighing me down, and it's making me feel like kind of bad and kind of crappy and kind of frustrated and kind of like I'm not really going for it. And think of this analogy, think of all this weight that's weighing down the boat, that not only is it hard for you to go forward towards the island, but it might be making you safe. Maybe there's some water coming into your boat that you might not be realizing right now, and it's affecting you. So that's all I've got for this video, guys. Again, to recap, if you want to take the island, you have to burn the boat. If you want what it is that you say, you have to X out those things that are your exits, that are the things that are allowing you to not go all out for it, so you can really sprint, really get that weight off of you. And then realizing that not only is that gonna help you to sprint faster here, but it's gonna immediately make you feel better and lighter, because you know that you're going for it. Yes, this is scary, but I'm making my life how I want, and I have so much intention and so much focus and so much drive to go for it. And now I have the energy to go for it because I'm not weighed down. So let's make it happen. So remember, what is the boat for you? What is the thing that you might need to burn? And again, guys, be careful. If you have $0 in your checking account and you've never had a job before, I'm not necessarily telling you leave your job and do something crazy. If you're married, I'm not telling you, oh, I watched this video, time to leave my spouse. I'm not saying to do crazy things right now. But what I am saying is that we probably all have things in our life that are holding us back, that we might see as a good thing, that might have some good things, but have some problems that might be more problematic than the good that it seems like we're getting. So guys, thank you so much for joining me in this video. Guys, if this has been helpful, please like, please subscribe. Every time that you guys subscribe to my channel, it helps me to know that the videos that I'm making are valuable for you. It helps me to know what to do more of and what to do less of. And it's really just special for me because I get to see you guys be part of this community with me and grow with me. Comment letting me know what I'm doing well or certain topics that you would like to see me talk about. And I'm very grateful to be here with you guys and growing, and everything that I'm sharing, as I always say in each video, it's not that I'm higher up than someone else. I would still recommend listening to lots of other people, but these are things that have really been helping me, both in my past and in real time, that I'm sharing, hoping it can be helpful for you too. So thank you so much for being with me. I'm gonna cut it off here. I will see you guys very, very soon. Lots of love. Peace.